Modern science already hints that the universe is not just matter, it's information. Quantum physicist John Wheeler once said everything is information. He meant that at the deepest level, reality might be made not of particles but of data. Imagine the entire cosmos as one vast internet, an infinite web of intelligence, every atom, every cell, every thought connected to this invisible field. Now think of your brain as a receiver, like a Wi-Fi device tuned to a particular frequency. But here is the catch. Most of the time, that receiver is full of noise. Our thoughts, worries, desires, they are like thousands of open tabs running in the background. And as long as that mental noise continues, the signal from the universe stays hidden. That's where meditation comes in. When you meditate, you are not trying to think more. You are actually doing the opposite. You are turning down the noise. It's like switching your brain from transmitting to receiving mode. The moment your thoughts begin to fade, awareness becomes sharper. You start to notice patterns, insights, and even ideas that feel like they came from beyond you. Neuroscience supports this too. Studies show that during deep meditation, brainwave frequencies slow down from beta, which is the busy thinking state, to alpha and theta, which are the creative intuitive states. In these states, the brain's default mode network, also known as DMN, the system which is responsible for self-talk, quiets down. And when the I disappears, the universe speaks. Friends, many great minds have experienced this download phenomena. Nikola Tesla once said that he didn't invent, he simply received ideas from a higher source. Einstein often used to sit in silence, visualizing waves of light, until insight suddenly flashed in his mind. Indian yogis call it Gyan, divine knowledge that arises without study. So what's actually happening here? When the brain enters deep meditative coherence, the hemispheres synchronize. The heart's electromagnetic field also becomes more ordered. Together, they create a kind of harmony, like tuning a radio perfectly to a cosmic channel. And from that field, information begins to flow, not as words, but as knowing, a sudden understanding, an image, a feeling that carries meaning. That's what many meditators describe as downloading knowledge. Is it all just imagination? Skeptics might say it's just the subconscious. Maybe the brain is reorganizing stored information and presenting it as new. And yes, that's part of it. But here is where things get strange. Sometimes people in meditation receive knowledge far beyond what they ever learned. A new mathematical pattern, a scientific idea, even entire language or healing techniques. Are these just coincidences? Or are we touching something larger, a universal library of consciousness? The famous psychologist Carl Jung called it the collective consciousness, a shared ocean of wisdom that connects all human minds. Ancient Indian texts go even further. They describe the Akashic Records, Akashic field, which is an invisible storehouse where all information in existence is recorded. Modern physics now echoes this idea in its own language, the quantum field, a unified energy field that contains every possibility, every pattern, every bit of information that ever was or ever will be. So perhaps meditation doesn't create knowledge, it actually connects you to it. Let's look at this from a biological angle. When you meditate deeply, several changes happen in the brain. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and reasoning, relaxes. The parietal lobes, which define your sense of space and self, quiet down. The pineal gland becomes more active, releasing melatonin and possibly compounds that alter perception. In this altered state, time feels slower. The boundary between you and the world fades. You begin to sense that everything, thoughts, people, stars, are part of one continuous field. Friends, let me tell you, this is not imagination. It's a measurable shift in consciousness. And when your awareness merges with that field, new information can appear. Not from books or teachers, but directly from the source. Think of meditation as an ancient technology, the most advanced one ever created. It doesn't need electricity, screens, or language. It just needs your awareness. You sit, you close your eyes, you breathe, and slowly you access deeper and deeper layers of mind until the personal disappears and the universal begins to speak. The more silent you become, the clearer the signal. The longer you stay there, the faster the downloads. But these downloads are not just random data. They often come with understanding. You don't just receive facts, you receive meaning. It is as if the universe doesn't teach through words, it teaches through experience. Friends, if you want to try this, here is a simple way. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Focus on stillness. Don't chase thoughts, don't fight them. Just watch. Imagine your mind as a sky. Thoughts are clouds. They come and go. Now shift attention inward. Feel the space behind your thoughts. Stay there. In that silence, you will start to feel a presence, vast, calm, intelligent. That's the beginning of connection. Don't force knowledge to appear. Just rest in awareness. When the mind becomes transparent, knowledge reflects itself like light on still water. At first, you may feel peace. Then maybe insights, small realizations like why you act a certain way, or solutions to problems you were not even thinking about. But if you go deeper, you might feel something far greater. As if the universe is whispering through you, not with words, but with truth. Sometimes it comes as sudden clarity, sometimes as a vision or a flash of understanding, and sometimes there is just a knowing, clear and effortless. No lessons, no books, no teachers, just a sudden flash of understanding, as if your mind took a divine shortcut. That's the download. It's not information your brain reads, it's something your consciousness remembers. Imagine if millions of people begin accessing this inner source of wisdom. We would no longer depend entirely on external learning. We would tap into a shared field of truth, timeless, borderless, infinite. That's not fantasy. It's already happening. From scientists meditating before experiments to artists finding inspiration in silence to regular people discovering solutions in stillness, the universe keeps whispering. The question is, are we quiet enough to hear it? So, can meditation really download knowledge directly from the universe? The most honest answer is yes. but only when you stop trying, when you stop chasing knowledge, when the mind becomes silent and humble, when you simply be, the universe starts revealing itself through you. Because you were never separate from it. You were always a part of that infinite intelligence, just waiting to remember. Thank you for watching.